Hi, this is Andy Scott with North Shore Apartments and Condos. I'm walking into 739 Hinman, number 3W. This is a big 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. Super bright, really nice. So we're standing in the darkest part of the apartment, which is the entry, and we're looking into the living room. You can see the decorative fireplace to the right, and contiguous with the living room is the dining room. Now, before we go into the apartment, I'm just going to turn around and show you where we came in. Front door is on the right. We have a little entryway. It's probably about 8 feet long, fairly narrow, 3 feet across. But there is a small, little bit of a strange closet. It's triangular shaped, but it has a shelf. It has the potential for a second shelf, and certainly would be a good place to put muddy shoes. We also have some hooks on the wall here for coats as you come in. So it's kind of nice. You have an entry before you walk into the apartment. Again, as we go forward, the first room we come to is the dining room. But if we keep going, if we return to our left, we would have the bedrooms in the back. But if we keep going, we get this very large living room. So it's a great living room. The windows are facing primarily west. So those 4 windows are facing west. You see that big radiator. And as we spin around, we see the decorative fireplace with shelves next to it. And the 2 smaller windows are facing north. There is a nice light fixture and a ceiling fan. Beautiful hardwood floors, very bright. And as we walk in, this is not a purely rectangular room. It's a really interesting room. We're looking out onto Hinman, so it's going to be very quiet. Beautiful location, too, so very remarkable. As we turn around from the radiator, on the right we see the hallway that led to the living room and would lead back to the front door. But we get another shot of the north-facing windows, the decorative fireplace, and the shelves next to it. Really a nice sized room. Probably at the widest point, it's probably 14 feet across, maybe a little less. And lengthwise, it's probably from where I'm standing to the wall, probably about 12 feet, maybe a little bit more. Beautiful hardwood floors. Like I say, we're on the top floor. It is very private, very light. And if we walk towards the fireplace and go forward, we get our first glance at the kitchen. But before we get there, we get to see a big formal dining room. This room's a little less wide, probably 9.5 feet, maybe 9 feet wide, probably 12 feet long. A full-size formal dining room. Again, we have the great hardwood floors. The windows here face north, and they're looking out over an Evanston parking lot. So the parking is not part of the building, nor is it part of the building next door. It's through the city of Evanston. So we'll back up. Now, as we walk towards the kitchen, I'm just going to show you the doorway that leads to the bath and the 2 bedrooms. There is a door there, so you can separate the sleeping area completely from the living area, which I think is pretty cool. So we keep walking, we do get to the kitchen, and the kitchen is newer. I mean, the cabinets are brand new. I think the stove is new, or maybe it was put in last year. It's either new this year or last year. Really a very nice kitchen, but before I go through it, I'm just going to look back. There's the dining room. So you see it's a very large dining room, and it looks into the living room. And you can see it's not really a rectangular living room. It's got that, what might have been a sunroom once upon a time at the front. Okay, so let's get back to the kitchen. The back door would take you down to laundry and storage. Tremendous cabinet space, full-size stove, more cabinets above and around the refrigerator, which is full-size, laminated hardwood floors, which are really nice. And if I walk towards the back door, we see a full-size dishwasher and more cabinets, as well as a stainless steel sink. Again, the window is facing north. The window is a little bit newer, which is nice. Most of the windows are not new, but this one is, so it'll be super easy to open and close. Stainless steel sink. Water pressure in this building is terrific. So that's just the hot water. The painters have used the sink, so it's a little grubby right now, but we'll clean that up. Underneath, totally dry. Can be used for storage. Above, we've got your basic, whoops, we've got one that's a little off kilter. But we've got 3 shelves about 10 inches deep, and the total height of the cabinet is about 2 feet. There's a little cabinet, or rather a little counter space to the left of the sink, and under that counter space is a brand new dishwasher, which is super nice, and this I know is brand new. You also have a little outlet under the lighting there. If I turn around, across from the dishwasher and the sink is the full-size stove. This might be brand new because I don't see any burn marks on anything. But, oh yeah, this could be easily brand new. It's squeaky clean inside. So that's really nice. And then you actually have good counter space throughout this apartment. Now this is a laminate countertop rather than a rock, but really there's quite a bit of counter space. Above the counter space you have the same kind of cabinets that you do across. Whoops. And these are installed a little better. We'll fix that other one. About 2 feet high, 3 shelves about 10 inches deep. And both sides have an extra, which looks like that. So that's real nice. Underneath the counter space are drawers. We have 2 drawers, you see the other one right there, and 2 cabinets. The cabinets are important because they're much deeper. So you can put bigger items, pots, pans, appliances, vases, anything that you want to store that takes up a little bit more space. So you have that deep storage underneath the drawers. Across from the countertop, we have more counter space. This is a little bit more narrow, but there is an outlet. The underneath cabinets are very similar. They're a couple feet high, about 10 inches. Well, these are more like a foot deep, so that's real nice. And we got 2 of those. It's probably about 6 feet in total. You do have an outlet, so you can put like Keurigs and that kind of thing. Then up on above that narrow counter space, you have a couple of bigger cabinets, again 2 feet high and about 10 inches deep with 3 shelves. The refrigerator is about 5 feet 8 inches high, so it's big enough to be considered full size for sure. And inside you have your basic shelving and your crisper drawers with shelves to the right and a butter dish. So it's a nice clean. This is not brand new, but it is clean like it was brand new. So that's real nice. And you just have some smaller cabinets above the fridge. So this is really quite a clean kitchen. And again, the natural light in this apartment is amazing. Now for me personally, I really like a light apartment. It's also on the 3rd floor, so nobody's above you. Very private, very quiet. And I'll just stand this way so you can see the fridge and the cabinets around the fridge. Again, a laminate hardwood floor. We exit the kitchen into the dining room. We slide to the left in the dining room. This is the hallway that we came into the living room originally. We get our first glimpse at just the corner of the bath, and we have a bedroom on each side of the bath. I believe the bedroom to the left is the smaller bedroom, and it is. This would probably be too small for a king-size bed, probably more like 9 by 10.5 or something. Does have a ceiling fan, whoops daisy, high ceilings and a ceiling fan. The windows here are facing south, so you get terrific light. If I walk into the bedroom, you can hear it echo a little bit, but you see the built-in closets. The storage above doesn't have any shelving. That's just, like 2x2 square space. Very good for pillows and blankets and that kind of thing. The window looks out primarily into the courtyard, but you can see a little bit of the street as well. The closets are also, they're probably about 3+ feet across. See a shelf and a hanging bar. Room for a lot. I don't even know how to describe it beyond that. Oopsie-daisy. And then you have a second one in this bedroom that has shelves. So good for t-shirts, sweaters, sweatpants, jeans, all of that good stuff. So you actually have pretty good and pretty well organized closet space. And I'm trying to think how the best way to show you that is. Let's just step back and look at it like that. So in total, that's got to be close to 8 feet across, about 4 feet high underneath. Like I said, I think that's 2x2 up above. And as we exit, we'll take a look at like the total space. And this would do very well with a queen or a full-size bed rather than a king. And again, you do have the ceiling fan. Before we go into the other bedroom, we come to the bath. This is a nicely remodeled bath. You see the new floors. We have new tile around the shower. The shower head's probably about 6'4", so you have to be real tall before that's the problem. We'll check the water pressure, but you can see everything is so light and so clean. And then there's some cabinet space under the sink. There is a medicine cabinet and a standard tank toilet. So let's check the water pressure again, which I already know is good, but you can see it's all the way to the hot. Dry, able to be used, draining beautifully, very nice. Again, we've had painters in here, so this maybe needs to be cleaned a little bit. I'm going to switch hands just for a second so I can crank the hot water. Boom! And there we go. I don't know, it's maybe too light for you to really see. But you can certainly hear it. It's good water pressure. It's draining very well. And like I said, that was just the hot water. So, give you a nice shot, see if you can see it. Hopefully you can. It's already getting humid. Lastly, there is a small medicine cabinet. And then I don't really want to be part of this video, so I'll step to the side. But you see there's a medicine cabinet with a little light over it. So it's really a very nice, very clean bathroom. There's the outlet. And I'm going to step out and just, wow, what's the best way to show it to you? Nice floors. And this thing right here is a radiator and a radiator cover. So that's nice to have too. Keep the bathroom nice and warm. Okay, that leaves the second bedroom. Come out of the bathroom. The second bedroom again, probably a little too small for a king-size bed, but certainly handle a queen-size very easily. Nice about this one, we have both south exposures to the left. In front of us are west exposures. You do have the ceiling fan, just an enormous amount of light and very good space. The windows here are looking out onto Hinman. And as I spin around, you see similar kind of closet space. You know, 2x2 space with no shelves up top. If I recall, this bedroom does not have shelves. There we go. Step back a little. No shelf here. You've got the hanging bar there, but it's the same size, 3+ feet across, and about 2 feet deep. And then the closet next to it does have a couple of shelves and a couple of hooks. Whoopsie-daisy. A couple of shelves, couple of hooks. Same size, 3+ feet across and about 2 feet deep. Now here you do have space for a hanging bar. So if you wanted to hang jackets or something in this closet, you certainly could. And then you have the upper space as well. So that's where we are. If we look out the south window, you can see the other corner of the building onto Hinman. Come back into this corner. I'll just sort of show you the bedroom one more time. You can hear my voice echo in here, so this is a nice space. We'll come out of this bedroom and say so long to the bedroom and bath area. There's the smaller bedroom. We come out of the bedroom area, we're looking straight across to the dining room. One more look at the living room, which is a terrific room, really a nice room. It's not just your basic box, much prettier. And we will head back to the front door. Thank you for watching.